This following broadcast of Ohio's on Fire is dedicated to my grandfather, Lonnie Hood. He passed away early in the morning yesterday. He was battling Alzheimer's for a few years, but he was a very wonderful man in my life. He is back in heaven with my grandmother, Effie, who passed in 2012. This show is dedicated to them, and I know they're going to help me through this. So, stay tuned. Yeah. Saving the innocent from a corporate Christmas. This is the show where Ohio throws down. Ohio is on fire. I am your host, Daniel Diesel. We are live here at WWSU 106.9 FM studios here in Fairborn, Dayton, on the campus of Wright State University. This is the Ohio is on Fire holiday special, and we're live. It's going to be great. A few things for tonight. We got the amazing Jetta Fosburg. She is here, and she's actually in the lobby. Her and her mother Heidi. I'll interview them exclusively about a wonderful story that they've had. Their story is probably the most wonderful stories of this year and in the Dayton, Ohio area, and I am honored that they are here tonight. I'll be interviewing them. And also from Rockstar Pro Wrestling, we got Jake Crist, his brother Jake Crist. Of course, they are the tag team OhioIsOnFire in Rockstar Pro. Of course, also we got Rudy. She was a referee, and now she wrestles now in Rockstar Pro, so she's had a few experience. But we'll talk wrestling and stuff that's going on in the area. So we'll get to that. So if you love wrestling, we'll talk a little bit of that. And we got a lot of surprises for you. And of course, I'll say some funny things at time to time, hopefully. And at the end of the show, I'll have my final message. And stay tuned for that, because I got some things to get off my chest at the end of the show about goals for the new year. So, and of course, maybe a major announcement too about our station in my show. So anyway, that's the end of the show. I think I want to play a game with you guys. If you remember, I've been doing this show for 7 years, since 2007. Of course, been on various platforms. And it's a game that you might be familiar with. We're going to play it tonight, and someone at home is going to win big. But it is called What Does Daniel Diesel Want for Christmas? So round of applause to that. But it's a wonderful game. You got to guess what I want for Christmas. I'll give you some clues. And for the first one to call in at 775-5555, you'll win this. Let me show you what you're going to win. You're going to win a Netgear Neo TV streaming player. You get 1 free month of Netgear, plus you get Pandora, Hulu Plus, YouTube. All you got to do is plug it into an HD television, and it's all yours. It's amazing. So I'm giving this away as the grand prize. Also, a bag of Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. So those two prizes if you win tonight, and we'll leave in the studio. So whoever wins, I'll make sure Shannon gets it to you. She's our boss, Shannon McGrath. And so anyway, so let's play the game. I'll give you some clues. I'll give you 2 clues right now. And throughout the show, if no one guesses it, I'll try to sneak in a few more clues, because I really want to give this away. So here is clue number 1. It looks close. What I want for Christmas, it looks close, but yet it's far out of reach. When you reach for it, it's very far out. So that's clue number 1. Now clue number 2. It comes out at night and is gone by day. So let me repeat that. First clue, it looks close, but is far out of reach. And the second clue, it comes out at night and is gone by day. So those are my first 2 clues. So give me a few minutes, because I got a few more things to talk about. But when I go to commercial and play the music, it's 937-775-5555. So that's college radio. I know more high-tech systems, I think you can call right away, but we can't do that for this episode, maybe one day. So you gotta wait for commercial, wait a few minutes. But since what I have booked for tonight's show, I want to get this out of the way, because I think it's time for everyone's favorite segment. It's time for OMVP. That stands for Ohio's Most Valuable Pedestrian. Ooh, here's my music. Where is it? Yeah. Oh, I love it. Do. All right. Yes, that's my nice theme music for OMVP. So anyway, let me tell you what OMVP is. If you're not familiar with OMVP, check my volumes here. It was looking funny. Alright, cool. So with OMVP, it's a group of people or a person from the state of Ohio who did something very interesting. And then either something interesting in a good way or something weird in a good way. It's something that's positive or thoughtful. Every once in a while it goes to someone that's died, that lived an amazing life in Ohio. So it's positive. It's a shout out. It's not a real award. Just you got to be so pound your back when you get this award. And it's of all the segments I've done, it's the longest running segment I've done in over 100 episodes and in 7 seasons. So I've probably done this over hundreds of times. There's only been a handful of times I didn't do one. For either anyway, I'll get to that for weird reasons or different reasons, but anyway, OMVP is here, so let me get to the story. Now, I know in the 4th of July, people love to use fireworks. I know when I was a kid, you could buy them in stores, and it never used to be a problem. Well, years ago, I don't know who passed it, but it became illegal to set off fireworks in the state of Ohio, and it's one of the most controversial rules Ohio has. Well, I got good news, people. There is now a bill that's going to change all of that. The bill legalizing fireworks in Ohio clears Senate panel. So it's possible that this bill will now be passed and 4th of July's will be wonderful again. You won't get arrested, hopefully. But let me read this story. It's a long article. It's coming from www.cleveland.com. So here it is, out of Columbus. Physicians, firefighters, and safety advocates line up Tuesday in opposition to proposals to legalize fireworks quickly moving through the Ohio State House. A Senate committee gave initial approval Tuesday afternoon to a bill allowing Ohioans to use bottle rockets, Roman candles, mortars, and other consumer-grade fireworks currently prohibited in Ohio. Okay, and here's a quote. There is no safe way to use backyard fireworks, Smith told lawmakers. Every type of legally available consumer fireworks has been associated with serious injury or even death. Fireworks can be sold in Ohio, but state law requires Ohio buyers to transport them out of state within 48 hours to use them. Which is very interesting because we have these firework displays every year, so I don't see how they get away with it. I don't get that. Unless you need a special license, and that's me talking. I know I backed away from the article. He's like I said, he's actually behind this bill, and I think it is a wonderful idea. I think one of the big things about this country is to celebrate, and there's no better way to celebrate than fireworks. And I would like to buy them for once without being in shame. I know our children would, everyone would. I know my grandparents would because they love fireworks. So that law, I think, will be passed. And so let's see, Daniel Pert, he was the guy. I know there's several people that's behind it, but Daniel Pert's kind of big head around this bill. So let me tell you something, Daniel Pert. You are a rich man from Youngstown. You own a business in fireworks. And if this law passes, you'll make a lot more money. And I love the suit that you wore in that video, Daniel Pert. But Daniel Pert, there's something else that you are. You are OMVP, Ohio's most valuable pedestrian. Ooh, ah. And we are live back here in the studios as Ohio's on Fire. And I got one of my tonight's guests, very special group of people. We got Jetta Fosburg, and then we got her mother Heidi. They're here. They represent Stand for Jetta. It's on Facebook, and they have an amazing story to tell. And so they're one of the big stories of the year. But welcome, you guys. Say hello.
Hi.
Hi. Cool. Now, I want to ask Jetta something. How did you discover the Wigs for Kids organization and their purpose?
Wigs for Kids is the organization that my local hair salon donates all the hair to. And so Wigs for Kids takes hair that people like me donate and then make it into wigs for kids with alopecia, leukemia, and different types of cancer. Okay,
that's good. Now what inspired you, Jetta, to cut your hair for this organization? What was your inspiration?
My grandpa on my mom's side has stage 4 colon cancer.
Okay.
And my grandma on my dad's side passed away from lung and brain cancer.
Okay. Well, I was going to ask if there's a history of cancer in the family, but that answers that. Now I want to ask, when Jetta was made fun of in school, did he use like the kids? Did he use stereotypical terms, and did they threaten to hurt her? What did they do exactly?
They called me names like they were calling me like they were saying that I was a boy and that I was ugly, and they were calling me Justin Bieber and Miley Cyrus and stuff like that, but no one ever threatened me. Okay.
Now it was now I know when I know you probably told your mother, and of course then she went to the teachers and I believe you I'm trying to phrase this now. Heidi, you're upset that the teachers didn't do anything about it now, or they didn't take it seriously enough. After you felt they didn't take it seriously, what was your next course of action?
Initially, I first contacted the teacher, and when I didn't get the response that I had hoped for, I decided to go above him and went directly to the school principal.
Okay.
And at first he seemed, like he was going to take care of things, and then it didn't seem to go our way. And then we had another discussion with him, at which point we were very unhappy with what was said. And that all happened several weeks ago, but now things are much better, and the school has stepped up and are really trying to make some positive changes. And so we're happy right now with the course of action that they're on.
Okay. Well, I want to now. It made the press, the issue with Jetta. When did you first hear that the her issue made it to the press? Because I don't know how these stories make it. When did you first hear it was a big deal?
I was completely shocked. I was at work, and a news reporter somehow got a hold of my cell phone number and called me while I was at work. And that was really the first thing. That we had a couple local news channels come out and do an interview with us. And then after that, I think it hit a couple of newspapers, and then it went viral. I don't know how that happened. I don't know how that happens.
I don't know either. It's amazing, but it's an amazing story. Now, Jetta, since you became moderately famous, you've done a lot of cool things. What cool people besides me, wink wink, have you met so far?
I've met Sabrina Carpenter and Laura Marano, which are Disney Channel stars, and I've also met Queen Latifah.
Queen Latifah, yes, absolutely. Yeah, Queen Latifah's cool. Well, now let me ask you this. Now, since you were taken out of school for a little bit for being made fun of, now was she homeschooled? Like, how did she get any schooling?
Wasn't technically homeschooling, but I was collecting work from the school on a weekly basis, and I was helping her get through that stuff at home, and we were turning it back into the school.
Now, what are the rules and cultures of her school now since she has returned?
They have talked to a company out of Michigan called Be Nice, and that's one of the organizations that we're going to partner with. So they're going to bring them in, and we can't get that done until about mid-January.
Okay.
But they're going to come in and implement. It's an anti-bullying program, but it also focuses more on the kindness side, which is why it's called Be Nice.
Yeah.
They also allowed Wigs for Kids to come in and do a big presentation and set up a hair donation for the end of the school year, so kids could sign up for that. They presented Jetta with an award at school.
Awesome.
So things have been going really good since she's been back.
Well, that's good to hear. Now, let me ask you, Jetta, what would you like to be when you grow older, whether high school or like a young, like early 20s? What would you like to be?
I'm hoping to become a marine biologist, a dentist, or a doctor.
Wow, that's a smart job. Wow, you'll be smarter than me. You might already be smarter than me. I don't know, but that's amazing, Jetta. And we are back with Ohio's on Fire. I'm still here with our friends Jetta and Heidi. And I got a few more questions. We got some online questions, so I will ask those. Well, and some comments too. First, the comment. She said she doesn't have a question. She just wants to say that Jetta Fosburg is a very strong and brave young lady. Most adults wouldn't have done what she did.
Awesome.
So that's from Jennifer. She just wanted to tell you that. And now I got from Anonymous. I got a question. Do you think we'll one day have a female president in the United States of America?
Yeah. Hope so.
Now, I'm going to elaborate. Will it happen in 2016?
Ooh, next election. What do you think? Is it going to happen?
I don't know. Let's hope for it.
Okay. All right.
And I'll elaborate one more time. Will this someone been married to someone that used to be president? I'm getting political, I know.
What do you think? Is Hillary Clinton going to make it?
Maybe.
Maybe? I don't know. We have to wait and see.
All right. Okay. We got another question. Would you like to learn karate? In the event that you get older and you want to defend yourself, would you be willing to learn karate?
Yeah.
It was also an anonymous question.
I really want to learn karate.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Now we got one more anonymous question. Now this is for you and Heidi. Have you forgiven or feel better about the people that made fun of you at school currently? Do you feel better about being around them now?
Yeah, definitely. They're a lot nicer now.
All right. Well, that's good news. And Heidi, you said yes, so that's...
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Well, we got some... So that was some questions. But we got some good news. We got some surprises for Jess, since she did such an amazing thing this year. She's changing the culture in her school. And it's close to Christmas time. We got some gifts for her. So let's get this rolling. So we got some surprises. Now, I volunteer for a group called the Comic Book League, and they donated this to Jetta, so go ahead and open it. This is for you. And I'll commentate as you open it. It's a nice green box. So go ahead.
Gosh, it's
What is it?
My Little Pony.
It's a comic book issue of My Little Pony.
Awesome.
I love that episode.
Perfect.
All right. Well, I'm glad you enjoy it. Now we got another gift. This is from myself and compliments of WWSU 106.9 FM staff. So this is for you also.
Thank you. I love stickers.
Stickers.
Awesome.
Well, so let me ask you real quick. What do you use stickers for? What do you use them for?
I like putting them on my folders, and I like whenever I send cards to anyone, I like putting stickers all over them.
All right. Well, that sounds like fun. And you know what? We got some more surprises. We got some special friends. I'd like to see you. They have a gift. We have friends from Rockstar Pro. We got Dave Crist, Jake Crist, and Rudy. But yes, they're here. And they got a surprise for you.
How you doing? On behalf of Rockstar Pro and the OI4K, we like to present you this gift. It was very brave and very amazing what you did, so we definitely respect that. And we're also giving you guys 4 free tickets to an event.
Oh, cool.
Just let us know whenever you guys
Okay.
are free, and you can pick them up at will call.
Excellent. All right.
Yeah, it's okay. So that was the gang, and let's see what they got you.
Piano. I love piano.
What is that? Let's see. Is it
doesn't like Monster High? What girl doesn't like Monster High, right?
Okay.
And she
Okie
plays
dokie,
piano.
right?
And you play piano?
I'm learning.
Oh.
Ooh.
That's perfect. All right. Let's see what else is in there.
Oh, there's something else in there. Cool. This is a magic moment.
It's magic.
A T-shirt. Oh, cool.
T-shirt
Wright
for
State.
Wright State.
Yeah, Wright State.
Right, State University. Okay.
Snacks. All right. Oh, there's here. Let me get that out of the way for you. Look at that.
And paper.
Yeah, you can keep the paper.
Hopefully you like the gifts.
Candy.
And what kid doesn't like paper?
Yes, you can keep the paper in bags. So that's a gift also. That's all I always
It's a
say.
gift. It's a good gift.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you guys.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Yes, Merry Christmas, Jetta and Heidi. So that's wonderful. So all right. So I guess one last question before you go. What's going on at school? Because I know elementary schools, there's like 2 weeks left. So any special fun things at school you look forward to? Parties?
Well, on Monday we had our PJ party, which was really fun. And then on the last day of school, which is the 17th?
Okay.
18th or something, we have a big Christmas party.
Yeah.
And we make cookies, and we make Christmas ornaments, and it's really, really fun.
Okay. Well, I wish you luck with that. So thank you for coming, Jetta. Here you go. Merry Christmas, and thank you, Heidi.
Thank you.
So that was the amazing Jetta and Heidi. So I wish them luck. I think things are gonna be good for now on in their school system. They made a big thing. It's good to stand up for yourself sometimes, and it's working out. So I got a surprise for you. Psych, we're almost done. My contest. The correct answer was the moon. The first clue was it looks close, but it's far away. Second was it comes out at night, gone by day. Guess who got it right? the correct answer was the moon. The person that got it right was Jetta. And I swear to it, on my cards I have, that answer was not on there. So she didn't cheat. So I got one more gift. Like I did that on purpose. Sorry. But I want to present you, Jetta, a neck gear. That's for you and the family. And a bag of candy.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, so Merry Christmas. That's all for you. All right, so Jetta won my contest. It's amazing. And no, she did not cheat. It's real. She is going to be a doctor, right? It's true. Oh, yeah.
You're listening to WWSU 106.9, Fairborn Dayton. Dayton's right choice.
And we are back with Ohio's on Fire. I'm your host, Daniel Diesel, and I got my second guest for tonight, and they're the amazing superstars from Rockstar Pro, but we got Dave Crist, and then we got Jake Crist, and then we got trainer Nate and trainer Rudy. And yes, but they are from Rockstar Pro in Dayton, Ohio. Of course, Jake and Dave Crist, they were on here 4 years ago, so it's good to have you back. Yeah, a lot has changed. A lot has changed in 4 years, hasn't it?
Yeah, a lot of stuff has changed.
Oh. Okay, and now, you guys had a match this past Friday on your pay-per-view at Rockstar Pro Arena. It was you two, along with Ron Mathis in the three-way for the Rockstar Pro World Heavyweight Championship. So what happened?
Well,
A lot of stuff happened. A lot of dives, a lot of moves,
a lot of kicks, a lot of punches.
a lot of forearms.
My brother he was victorious over the likes of myself and Ron.
You should have been there, brother. It was a good match. It's probably the best match to go down to Dayton history.
It will go down.
I will go on record to say that. Tracy, she was there. She witnessed it. She can vouch for me.
She knows.
You can get a hold of her on Facebook if you want.
Oh, absolutely. She's amazing.
She'll tell you all about it.
Well, anywho, but I've been
on Facebook though, not right here.
Yeah, I gotta wait till later for that. But anyway, I've been to a few Rockstar events in the past. I couldn't catch that one, but I'll try catch them. You guys do stuff here all the time, so I'll
every Wednesday we have a show on 1106 East 3rd Street, Dayton, Ohio.
Bell time is 7:30.
You should come out. I tell you what, if you come out this Wednesday, the first one's on me.
Okay, well I'll try to, but we'll talk.
Not next Wednesday.
Well, we'll talk
not
commercial.
Next Wednesday after that.
Well, thanks. You guys are awesome.
The pay-per-view though.
But let me ask you, since you guys had that brutal match, will Christmas be awkward?
No, because we both actually gave my mother a kick and a stunner, so we are no longer welcome back in our mother's house for Thanksgiving.
So you're homeless.
Well, I'm 32 years old. I have my own place.
Okay.
Actually, my brother gave my mom a super kick and knocked her teeth out. So that was kind of
Let's
wrong.
not talk about the family, drama that's going on here, Dave. He asked if there was going to be any type of problems between you and I here at Christmas, and I'll tell you, I'll go on record to say no. There's not going to be a problem between Dave and I at Christmas time.
Okay.
We gave each other a hug after the match.
All right, that's good, man.
It was a bro hug, though, not like one of those romantic hugs. It was a bro hug, so we're brothers.
It was probably like 2 seconds at tops. Like you can't hug for too long.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Now, Rudy. I gotta know now, Rudy. She's been wrestling for a little bit. How do you think she's doing so far?
Well,
she's over here in the corner.
She's one of my most promising trainees.
Well,
she listens. She does well. She's intelligent. And she's under the tutelage of the lovely Tracy right now, and hopefully she gets that attitude.
Okay, that's good. Now, I remember 4 years ago when you guys were here, you guys mentioned the wrestling scene and Dayton being a mess. You mentioned there was like 6 different companies trying to do something. But as of now, how do you think the wrestling scene in Dayton is going? Your thoughts on that?
How much time you got?
Well, I got plenty of time, buddy.
Right,
we're live.
I
do what I want.
We cleaned it up.
Yeah.
We came in, we helped out Rockstar Pro, really set the standard here in Dayton, Ohio as far as professional wrestling goes, and a lot of the other feds actually, just started leaving the Dayton area because they didn't want to have that direct competition. Not saying that we are a direct competition or a threat, but we happen to have the best local talent of any fed here in the Dayton, Cincinnati area. We have a lot of world travelers. We have a lot of people who travel the country on a consistent basis, making a name off of wrestling. We have the best training school, and we have some of the best trainees.
What people fail to realize is we have a really good partnership and friendship with Combat Zone Wrestling,
Yeah.
based out of New Jersey, and I'm sure you've heard of CZW.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
But yeah, that's good. But yeah, we have a good partnership with them, so it kind of pushed all the bad stuff out of the area. So we're trying to rebuild down there in downtown Dayton. Should come out. People, anyone listening to this should come out to 1106 East 3rd Street and see how well Rockstar has cleaned up the wrestling around here.
All right. Do any of you guys have the new WWE Network?
No.
Absolutely not.
Okay. I don't either.
I don't pay for wrestling.
I don't. Yeah, like
I paid with my life.
Yeah, I don't. I'm
My
sorry.
body.
Yeah. David the nail on the head right there.
Now let's talk about the national wrestling scene. Since I mean, independent wrestling is good. The future stars of America of wrestling. I'm sorry, they come so. But I want to talk about CM Punk. I know he's been a big deal for the last year. He's awesome, but of course he made some controversial news. He left the WWE earlier in the year. So I want to ask you: do you feel CM Punk was in the right for walking out on the company and his recent statements on the Colt Cabana podcast?
I'm not for sure who you're talking about.
CM Punk?
I don't know who that is.
Oh, you don't?
No.
I know what you're talking about, but I haven't listened to the interview. I don't know what his side of the story is. I don't know what WWE's side of the story is. But if he was mad enough to walk out on the company, then I'm sure it was for a good reason.
Okay.
All I know for sure is straight edge means I'm better than you.
Okay. Absolutely. Well, just I did listen to it. He said he was upset with the medical staff, and the reason why he walked out, the main reason was he felt like he was they weren't taking care of him properly. So that was, and among others, because he was upset at Triple H. He thought he wasn't giving him proper push. So that was, but it was like an hour-long interview. So anyway,
I have to check it out. I'll totally.
It was very
I've been
interesting.
meaning to check it out. It's hit a lot of news media outlets in the wrestling community, so I totally want to check it out. Just haven't had a chance.
Which allows me to ask you this next question, because CM Punk was upset with his doctors. Are you guys satisfied with his doctors and medical crew for all the promotions you work for right now?
I am absolutely ecstatic about every single doctor we see before we head to the ring, before every single show. No. Here's the thing. It's independent wrestling.
Do you mind if I fill this one?
Go ahead.
CZW has a very good medical crew that takes care of all the boys. Rockstar actually has a very good crew. Actually, the paramedic that we have on call actually just accidentally broke his ankle, so that kind of sucks for him. But he's part of the family, and he always will be part of the family.
Rockstar actually has a massage therapist that comes to every show too, so that's pretty cool.
At 2CW, based out of New York, we have a doctor on staff, or they have a doctor on staff that's always checking our vitals to make sure that our blood pressure is where it needs to be, checks our heart rate. So the majority of the places we work are the bigger indies on the independent scene. So yes, they do have a medical staff, but there's a lot of places that do not have the luxury of paramedics and the luxury of a doctor checking guys out. And to be quite honest, there's a lot of guys that are on the indies that just don't belong in the ring. You can go to any Fed around here or in the Dayton area, with the exception of Rockstar, and just see the lack of talent that is out there. And with that being a lack of talent, you can see there's a lot of other things going on behind the scenes that shouldn't happen behind the scenes in professional wrestling, because they run more of an outlaw show. So they don't pay attention to having doctors on staff and all that sort of stuff. So that's kind of a double-edged sword of a question, because, like I said, the places we work, we have a medical staff, but there's a lot of places out there that don't, and it should change, because we put our bodies on the line. Every time we step foot in the ring, we are literally putting our life, our limbs, and everything at risk. And we don't know if we're going to be walking out of that match, without some sort of a harm being done. And every time you take a bump, every time you get slammed on the mat, you are taking a risk of not being able to get back up, because you don't know if your vertebrae is going to pop out. You don't know if it's going to give you whiplash. You're not for sure if you're going to be able to go home and play with your children. So every time we step foot in the ring, we go out there for the fans. We go out there for the people who love to watch what we do. But on the same token, I think the standards of wrestling really needs to change. And we really do need medical stats, and we really do need a higher regulation as far, especially in the state of Ohio, as far as, you know, what we're allowed and what we're not allowed to do.
Yeah.
You know, actually, we are supposed to have a paramedic on staff or at the show with every wrestling event, but you don't see that.
Yeah, I know.
That kind of stuff just does not get done. It gets overlooked.
It gets overlooked in independent professional wrestling, that's for sure.
All right. I got one more question for you guys before we go to a song break. Now, in 2015, TNA is moving to a new home, and also Global Force Wrestling is going to launch. They'll have their Japanese pay-per-view, and they'll do other events. So what are your hopes for these two companies in 2015?
I can only hope for the best because competition means everything in wrestling. If you don't have competition, you're only as good as what you put on, what the product you put on. So I hope that those two companies do well.
Yeah.
And it also opens up a lot of jobs, a lot of opportunities. My hopes for 2015 is this.
Okay.
I want to see another tour of Japan for the Ohio is for Killers. I want to see another tour of Europe for the Ohio is for Killers. Because that's what my focus is. Like, I want to see those two companies succeed, but my goal is to get our brand.
Right.
Okay.
My goal is to make sure that our brand branches, it grows, and that we become the most successful faction in independent wrestling. I want to make sure that no matter what we do, we're on the same page and we're traveling, we're making money, we're making towns, and we're killing it.
And the bottom line is we want people to know who Ohio is for Killers is all about and who we are.
All right. So that's what OKI4 means.
OI4K.
Or I4K.
Ohio is for Killers.
All right, I got to learn that.
Ohio is for Killers.
All right, well, I got on video, so I'll remember that forever. Oh, that's awesome.
OI4K.
All right, now, we got some more of the guys in a little bit, but we're going to play some more songs. If you have a question for these guys, first of all, you can visit me at www.facebook.com/OhioIF, OHIOF, and also you can call me here at 937-775-5555. Give me a call, ask a question to the guys. And we are back with Ohio's on Fire. I'm your host, Daniel Diesel, and we're back with a gang from Rockstar Pro. We got Dave and Jake Crist, and also Trainer Rudy and Trader Nate. They're here, but we're going to play a nice little game. It's called Impersonations. We're going to go around the table. We're going to do our best impersonations. We played it for the first time last week when I had my other guests, so this is actually number 2 we're doing this, but we're going to... impersonation contest, and I guess at the end we'll vote on who had the best one. And I'm going to begin. I'm going to do my impersonation of Elmo. Hey, it tickles.
Well, I feel like it has to be wrestling related.
It does?
Yep.
I didn't know you guys are changing the rules on me.
Yep.
Well, I know you're the host, but I mean...
We're taking over.
I feel like it's wrestling related, right?
Okay.
What do you got wrestling wise?
Why I got a good Ultimate Warrior.
All right, let's hear it, brother.
Okay. Load the spaceship with the rocket fuel. Load her with the warriors. Oh, my final destination from the gods above. And they spoke to me. They say, action stage left. Action stage right. There is no fuel for the fire. All the exit signs have been burned up. All right, go ahead.
I want to.
Rudy's your turn. Rudy's going. Okay, we're gonna go this way. Okay, we're gonna go this way. All right.
So do I just pick someone?
Yeah, do anything you want, Rudy.
Okay. Can I just tell a joke?
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so like a Mexican magician says that he's gonna disappear on 3, right? So he goes 1, 2, and he disappears without a trace.
All right. Yay! The funny. That was clever.
You loved it.
Wasn't bad.
That was a good one.
I don't know if it was Dave Chappelle material, but it was good. It was decent.
It was amazing.
All right, go ahead, Nate. What you got for us?
Well, Jimmy Hart used to tell me there was...
Not Sirius XM. I'm not Howard Stern. Well, not yet anyway, but go ahead.
Well, you know what? Since Jimmy left me, I found nothing to do. I'm gonna break my guitar right over top of you.
All right.
Back.
Okay, up next we got Jake.
Well, you know there, I'm just an old man from Amarillo, Texas. And I come from a family. My father was a professional wrestler. My brother, Dory, he's...
Well, hey, every time you talk, no one can hear you. You're from Texas.
Yeah, that's what I said. My name. I'm an old man. I took this one...
You're about to take a stunner.
Oh, let me tell you the story there, Steve. I took this one...
Well, hell, Terry, I'm tired of your stories. 17 years on the road. Story. Give me a Steve Weiser.
I got a lot of stories there, Steve. What do you want from me? I'm just an old man.
I want you to speak up.
I took this...
Scream at me.
I took this one company. I don't know, you may have heard of it. It's called ECW. And I made it something there, kid.
Well, hell, I was there too.
Well, let me tell you something there, Steve. I like Terry.
Oh, this guy.
I like Terry Funk.
Go have a stroke.
The fact is there, guy. The fact is I may be from Canada. We like to treat our people in Canada with dignity and class. Steve Austin.
Well, hell, son, you like to cry, you like to complain. Let's all give Goldberg a round of applause for ending his career.
Well, now you want to bring up Bill Goldberg. Yeah, he gave me a spear.
He
So
killed
what?
you.
He killed me, so what?
You know what else jobbed you out? A bicycle.
Oh, I had a stroke on a bicycle one time.
Oh.
I had a stroke on a bike. And now you want to bring that up.
Well, you know you're not going to strike out.
You
You're
know
going to
there-
stroke out.
You know, here in Canada, we care
You get
for our old.
free health care.
We care for our sick.
Uh-oh.
I used to be WWF champion.
Oh.
Well, hell, son, I've been champion more times than you have. Hell, your brother Owen, God rest his soul, was a way better wrestler than you.
You know, I will have to say, Brett, Owen was better. I'm just an old man from Texas, but I have been in this business for years.
Now, Dave.
Those are pretty good impressions
Those are pretty-
there. Terry Funk, Bret Hart was done by yours truly, Jake Crist.
But Dave, what was your impersonation? It doesn't matter what your impersonation is, because finally, The Rock has come back to WWSU 106.9 FM.
Everybody
And
get
I'm-
ahead to the way.
I'm the director, and you're the actor. So know your role and shut your mouth. Laying the smack down your candy. All right.
Oh, that's a seventh. That's
All right.
a seventh one on the.
Do you have any more, Rudy? We're going around.
I got nothing.
All right, you know what? That's good. Let's take a vote. Yeah, I think that was wild. All right, so each five of us are gonna vote for who had the best impersonations. I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna vote for his Steve Austin. That was pretty cool. So now you vote.
I'm gonna go with well, if I go with Steve Austin, I'm gonna win. Because
Not necessarily.
everyone's gonna pick their own.
There's three
But
more
I'm gonna
votes.
pick
I
my
think you
least
have a-
favorite wrestler, Bret Hart.
Well, you know there, Dave, I may be your least favorite wrestler, but I'm glad I'm your favorite.
Okay. Now it's
I'm from Canada, I don't know what I'm saying.
No, I'm just kidding. Dave has a good Steve Austin.
All right.
all
I
right.
think my Terry Funk is
On point.
pretty.
We got 2 votes for Austin. So what about you two?
I vote for myself because my joke was awesome.
All right, and Nate.
I gotta go with the Terry Funk.
All right. Well, you know it's Stone Cold Steve Austin wins. So yay.
You didn't ask Terry.
Terry Oak. Anyway, so congratulations to Mr. Dave. He has the impersonation. He's
You
impersonation
didn't ask
champion.
Tracy.
Well, Tracy, well,
Tracy's
I'll ask her later. That's private.
Because she's a woman doesn't mean she can't vote.
I know. Well, I know. Well, she's a camera person. They're special.
I'm multitasking.
All right.
Forget about Tracy.
Now we got one internet question. When we have time. It was from Jennifer. She wants to ask you two. What's your dream match?
Jennifer who?
Jennifer, I forgot her last name. She's Jennifer. I think she wants her last name out there. Jennifer. She wants to know, you two, what's your dream match with anyone dead or alive?
You know what? Here's the thing. I don't think I can answer a question if someone doesn't have a last name. That's pretty weird, Jennifer. Maybe
Jennifer
she
M. Well,
submitted-
Jennifer M. I can say that. She didn't want her last name out there.
Okay, Jennifer M. You would like to know what my dream match would be. I would say a dream match for me would probably be myself and Emma Watson with blonde hair.
Uh-oh.
Dressed
That's a good one.
as when she's like Gwen Stacy. Because I had a big thing for Gwen Stacy. So that's my match. Are we talking about wrestling?
Yeah.
I would really like to wrestle.
Is that a match made in heaven?
Eduardo Guerrero.
Oh yeah, Eddie
Yeah,
Guerrero.
I'm your papa.
I think a Dave Crist versus Eddie Guerrero match would be really good.
A Dave Crist versus Eddie Guerrero would be good. A Dave Crist would be good versus Eddie Guerrero. You're right. Dave Crist.
Yeah.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
My
What's your dream match?
favorite, or my dream match would have to be, I don't know, man.
My dream match for Jake would be Chris Benoit
We'll go
or
with
the
that.
Dynamite Kid.
We'll go with that. That's fine by me.
And as a tag team, I would say that I would really like to see my brother and I take on the Hardy Boys,
That would be awesome.
knock the meth right out of them.
All right. That would be a cool match. That could happen one day, I think. So
I would also like to see myself and my brother versus a Kenta and a Kenta Kobashi.
That would be amazing.
Pretty good.
I'm cool with that.
all right. So that's those.
What
that,
he said.
Yeah, what he said. That's some cool answers. So, well, to wrap things up, what's coming up for Rockstar Pro and Ohio is for Killers in December and January?
Well, we're actually gearing up for a huge match this weekend at Cage of Death 16 in New Jersey, Voorhees, New Jersey, for Combat Zone Wrestling, the biggest independent professional wrestling show of the year. We are taking on we're putting our CZW tag team titles, world tag team titles on the line against the American Wolves
Okay.
or TNA's Wolves, or I don't know. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to wrestling Davey Richards and Eddie Edwards
Okay.
this weekend.
And just
At
keep in
CZW.
mind, CZW, like nothing else.
That was a good plug.
January, we have the iPay-per-view for Rockstar Pro Wrestling. We also have the internet pay-per-view for Combat Zone Wrestling. I believe we are also making a couple debuts throughout the independents in America. More dates and all that kind of stuff will be released
Very
on
soon.
our Facebook page.
Awesome.
Dave Crist.
Yeah.
Jake Crist, Facebook.
Well, I actually follow you on Facebook, so yeah, that's.
CRIST.
Well, I wish you guys luck, and thank you guys for coming back.
Thank you for letting us come back.
Oh, you're welcome back anytime. That was awesome. And when I get a chance, I'll check out some Rockstar Pro. I do a lot. I got a lot of IOUs. Like I tell these, I do want to do all these things. I can't do them at once, but I have been to a few events.
You're
So
a busy man.
I am, but I will check it out soon. Thank you very
Not
much.
only are you busy, but you're also handsome.
Oh.
You're a handsome man.
Jay, I know you
For having
cared.
us here. You know, just the opportunity to let us come here is awesome. I like being here. You're a very good host.
Oh.
I feel very welcome. I feel welcome to come anytime I want.
You are.
Thank you.
Any chance I get to come to Rice State University, I take that chance and that opportunity and I seize it. I grab the brass rings and I go to Rice State University.
That's right. Okay, so once again, Dave Crist, Jake Crist,
Crist.
and then Chris. I'm sorry, Crist. And then we got trainer Nate and trainee Rudy. So yes, thank you once again, you guys.
Thank you, brother.
You're welcome. And we are back with Ohio's on Fire. I am Daniel Diesel. And to wrap things up, it's time for the final message. First off, I'll make a proclamation of our station here at WWSU 106.9 FM. We had another wonderful year. And I'll tell you what, the active Dayton, they used to have a thing called Best Radio Station. They do not do that anymore for some reason. So it's kind of up in the air who might be the best radio station in Dayton is. And you know what? I'm going to make that claim right now that it's us. I believe we are the best radio station in Dayton of 2014. So it'll be disputed, but we'll make our own title. It's going to be awesome. And so that because so if we are the champions, that means I am the two-time world heavyweight champion of radio in Dayton. Because of course I was back here in 2010 when we won the 2010 active Dayton Radio Station, and that was an awesome group that we had. And this group is awesome also. And this 2014 group is really awesome. So we are the champions, and I want to give a roll call to that group for this year. We got Jasmine Higgins, the Vincent, Diva D, Olivia, Evan, Justin Kenner, Josh Matthews, Ted Beast, Ricky Smith, Joe, DJ Quest, Jay Bass, GJ Carriot, Joseph Marks, Brandon Montgomery, Jared Bestro, Mike the Truth Taylor, Miss Taylor, Josh Matthews, Gerald, the host of Going Down with Gerald, DJ Dillon, Dennis Williams, Kenneth Bolden, who's the sports director, Patriot Patrick, Smolstig, the art engineer, and Josh Pena. Then we got program director Christian Henshaw, and WWSU general manager Shannon McGrath. And also big special shout out to Pedro Vera, who left this past spring, but he's pretty awesome, so shout out to him. But yes, we are the champions. If I left anyone out, let me know. Maybe I'll shout back in January when I come back. But yeah, but announcement, this is the season finale of Ohio's on Fire Season 7. Season 8 of Ohio's on Fire will be back in late January. I don't know, it'll be Tuesday or Wednesday. But to find out the exact date, visit me at www.facebook.com/OhioF, OhioF. And we got www. You can find me on YouTube at www.youtube.com/OhioF. And I got some resolutions to get through for 2015, because it's been a long year. You know, life happens, good stuff, bad stuff. And of course, I got to grieve this weekend because I lost my grandfather early Monday morning. He was a wonderful man. But for 2015, I'm gonna hit the gym. Hopefully, I can lose some weight. I know I'm a little chubby. I mean, it's okay to be fat, but I want to be healthy. I'm going to catch up with some old friends. I'll have a few reunions to go to this year. I'm going to try to make some progress in writing movies. I'm going to become more creative, because this show allows me to be creative. I feel this is one of the best independent radio shows in the country. One of the best, and also part of one of the best stations. I mean, this station brings it, and we're allowed to do whatever we want, and it's amazing. And I hope that hopefully that makes me money one day. So you just let me work on that. I know it's some college radio, but good things are coming my way if I keep at it. But then I'm also going to visit some comic book conventions, because Gym City Comic Con will come, and there'll be some in the area with me and my friends from the Comic Book League. So we'll hit those. And then also, I also want my own little pony. Just like Jetta Fosburg has her book, I want my real life pony. So that's my resolution. So stay tuned. Around New Year's 2015 on my Facebook Connects, I'll make updates on Ohio's on Fire and guests that are coming, because I do guests most weeks or special concepts. And I got some good ideas. I hope to execute them very well in 2015 for the spring semester, January through April. So thank you once again to WSU 106.9 FM. And with that, rest in peace, my Grandma Effie and Grandpa Lonnie. Ohio, that's the way it is. Warning, this episode of Ohio is on Fire contains strong opinions and viewpoints that belong to the host and guests that appear on Ohio is on Fire. This show contains entertainment and honesty that reaches extreme levels. Please do not try this at home.
Tyrants did it. Hitler took the guns. Stalin took the guns. Mao took the guns. Fidel Castro took the guns. Hugo Chavez took the guns. And I'm here to tell you, 1776 will commence again if you try to take our firearms.
My name is Elizabeth Holford, and I'm the Executive Director at Equality Ohio.
I have a First Amendment.
Equality Ohio.
These officers want me to leave this position just because you got cameras.
Equality Ohio.
Can you believe it?
Witnesses say during a heated confrontation, a healthcare reform opponent had his pinky finger bitten off when he stuck it in a healthcare reformer supporter's face. Police say the 65-year-old man picked up his finger and drove himself to Los Robles Hospital, where they're now trying to reattach it. Police tonight are searching for the biter who ran from the scene.
Hey, look! Silence! I can't take no more. Fire! 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 Fire!
Let's just talk. Listen, I'm sorry. You're highly professional at what you do. You get here and read.